Hi everybody, it's Brian here. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. So in today's episode, we're going to be looking at a way that we can take a text design and basically scale it into creating 5, 10, 15, 25, even up to 100 or more designs based on the same text layout, but obviously changing certain words in order to increase our portfolio size, particularly if you are new to the print-on-demand business. This is a great way of increasing your portfolio, getting the number of designs into the marketplace so that you can increase your chances of making more sales. So with that said, let's get to it. Now, before we continue, as always, the fact that you're here gives indication that you are interested in all things pertaining to print-on-demand business. And for that, thank you very much for taking the time out of your busy day to watch this episode. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome. Thank you very much for your patronage. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click that bell notification icon so that you'll be informed each and every time that I upload a new video to my channel. I upload videos every Wednesday and Saturday, and the scope of this channel is to help you take your print-on-demand business to a new level. So with that said, let's start with today's topic. Okay, so scaling, what does that mean? Well, effectively, scaling means taking certain portions of your design and changing it so that effectively you still have the same base outline of the design, but you're changing certain nuances of it to be able to capture different niches, different interests that people out there might have. Now, in order to highlight this, I thought I would actually share with you 10 evergreen food niches that are popular the whole year through, that sell like crazy. Doesn't matter what time of the year, people are always on the lookout for buying them. And I thought we'd go through this list and then see how we can utilize this list in a design and show you basically what it is that you need to do in order to scale and increase the size of your portfolio. So today, like I said, I'm going to share 10 different food niches which you should definitely consider creating designs for, particularly now that we are in the first quarter, the slower time of the business calendar year. So the first food niche that we're going to talk about is coffee. Coffee is a wonderful beverage that many people throughout the world absolutely love. They need it in the morning, they need it in the afternoon, they need it throughout the day. And when they need their caffeine boost, if they're really big fans of coffee and they want to show it, that's a great niche to design for, to put on a t-shirt, on a postcard, on a poster, or even a coffee mug itself. Okay, so the second food niche that we can consider designing for is chocolate. Chocolate, just like coffee, is loved by millions all over the world. Whether it's white, milk, or dark chocolate, you will always find people who go crazy for it, who need to have it, and love to wear any kind of designs that pertain to chocolate, again, on t-shirts, hoodies, or what have you. The third food and drink niche that you could consider designing for is pizza. Yep. Pizza. So whether you love a New York or Chicago deep pan pizza or a Mediterranean thin and crusty pizza, there will be people out there who absolutely love it and love wearing things pertaining to pizza as well. The fourth one, and this is again something which is a personal favorite of mine, is barbecue. Whether you're barbecuing pork, chicken, beef, or what have you, you will always find people who love things pertaining to barbecue, be it in the southern hemisphere or the northern hemisphere. People are always on the lookout for that. The fifth food item is tacos. This Mexican delicacy, again, something which is I absolutely love too as well. Tacos are loved by millions the world over. So this is a great food item to put on a t-shirt design as well. The sixth food niche is noodles. They're versatile. It can go with so many different types of meal styles. And there are so many people out there who love noodles, so this is definitely a food item you want to consider as well. The seventh food item are cookies. Now, who doesn't love a delicious, soft chocolate chip cookie, peanut butter cookie, oatmeal cookie? Well, the world is your oyster with respect to cookies, and there are millions of people out there who absolutely love wearing anything pertaining to cookies, particularly during the holiday season. But again, it is an evergreen food niche, so you can find people the world over. So you definitely want to keep cookies as one of your food items to design for. The eighth food item is sushi. Yes, sushi. Like with all of the other food items in this list, sushi is a wonderful item that is loved the world over. So it's also another popular food item which is evergreen that you can sell designs for January to December and every month in between. Okay, the last two food niches, well, the predominantly drink niches, are beer and wine. Yes, there are millions of people who love beer, there are millions of people who love wine, and when you stick the word beer or wine on any design related product, be it t-shirt, hoodie, or what have you, you're definitely going to be striking a really positive chord with people out there. So it's definitely something you want to keep on your design making list. Okay, so now that we have 10 amazing evergreen food and drink niche items, how can we use those in order to help us scale our designs? Well, to do that, we need to pop over to my computer so that I can show you how. Okay, so welcome to my computer screen, and as you can see here, today we are using Photoshop for this particular episode. Again, you don't need to use Photoshop if you don't have it. You can use a website like Photopea. You can even do this on Canva if you want. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to quickly create a text design, and then I'm going to show you how you can go about changing certain nuances of this particular text design in order to be able to scale it. So you can appeal to many people out there with different interests, different niche preferences, and hopefully lead them to your print-on-demand shop so that they can actually click and make the sale. Okay, so what I did was I created a very basic text design just to get the point across pertaining to the concept of scaling. Obviously, when you're creating your own design, you're obviously going to put in a little bit more time and dedication into it to make sure that you're giving the best quality design that you can for your customers. So what I did was I chose the font impact and I created a design that looked effectively like this. So I'm just going to go, this Texan girl lives on barbecue. So this could effectively be one design on its own, but in truth, there is absolutely nothing stopping me from adding any other food items from the list that we discussed, so that obviously I can reach out and branch out towards a larger demographic of people. So maybe I'm thinking of a Texan girl who not only loves barbecue, but she loves beer. And in addition to beer, she also loves tacos. So as you can see here, I've got a complete text design which is straight and through, right to the point. A girl could actually wear it, feel very proud that she loves barbecue, beer, and tacos, and then, order it for herself and start wearing it, particularly during the summer months if she wanted to. Now, what can we do to further scale this particular design? Well, you could effectively change the word Texan to a person who lives in any of the other 49 American states. Or you could choose somebody who lives in a Canadian province. Or you can actually even niche down even further in terms of a certain segment of a state or a province. And again, you don't really need to just focus on North America. You can bring in South American countries, you can bring in European countries, you can bring in Asian countries. So in itself, you could actually just change the location of the planet and come up with like hundreds of designs. I would say this Ontarian, this New Yorker, this Texan, this Californian girl lives on barbecue, beer, and tacos. And then on top of that, you could then go in and change girl to boy, man, woman, mother, father, granddad, grandmother. So again, you've got tons of titles that you could change the word girl to and basically expand on this particular design and be able to upload hundreds of new designs based on location and obviously the different title that a person might have within a family network. And then again, you can actually go in and change barbecue to one of the other food items that we covered. Maybe perhaps chocolate. This Texan girl lives on chocolate, beer, and tacos. Or maybe this Texan girl lives on coffee, pizza, and sushi. So as you can see here, it really doesn't take a lot to come up with an idea and then think to yourself, okay, how can I scale it to basically focus on location, gender of the person, the position within the family, be it mother, father, daughter, son, grandparent, uncle, aunt, or what have you. And then you could choose maybe a number of food items. You could just choose one food item. You could choose two. You could choose three. I wouldn't go more than three because then obviously the more text that you have, the smaller the text is going to be, and then that might make things a little bit cluttered. If you wanted to, you could actually even go in and add clip art for the particular food items. So basically, when you think about it, one particular phrase could be scaled from one to 1,000 or more designs. Basically, all it comes down to is your patience to sit down and create them, your imagination and creativity, and obviously compiling a list of what you could actually utilize in your design to be able to reach out to a broad spectrum of people who love different types of food items, locations, and if you wanted to go into hobbies and occupations, you could change the food items to those too as well. So again, in truth, it's really easy to do. It is a bit of a time-consuming project because understandably, when you're changing all of these words, it does take time. But I do have an episode which can show you how to go about choosing certain items to have a program like Photoshop, automate that and change it for you. So I'll leave a link in the description below to that episode so that you could see it. Then another thing you could do is that once you have finished compiling all of your text designs, you might want to give it, a sort of a distressed look to as well. And that's really simple to do. I also recently did a video interview with a special guest on my channel who basically is a graphic designer in himself as well. And he basically shared with everybody who watches that particular episode a real easy way of actually changing the text design and adding a distressed look to it. I'm going to put the thumbnail of that episode on the screen now, and I'll leave a link to that episode in the description box below. It's not a very long episode, but it's a real worthwhile episode where we'll give you a really great design making tip in your arsenal to really pump out some really amazing distress text or clip art or photo orientated designs for t-shirts to be able to take your print on demand design making skills to a whole new level. So as you can see, everybody, it's really not that difficult to create a real interesting text design that you could eventually take certain keywords from that phrase and scale it so that you can come up with hundreds of different designs to increase the size of your portfolio. So it was a quick little episode just to get your creative juices flowing, something that isn't too difficult to create. Again, you can use Photoshop, Photopea, or even Canva to be able to create something like this. I really want to challenge you to take the time of the year that we find ourselves in when things tend to be a little bit slower and really start pumping out some wonderfully intuitive, creative, text-orientated designs that are quirky, that are smart, that are sarcastic, that are, funny, and be able to scale those so that you can really increase the size of your portfolio in preparation of the greatest time of the business calendar year, and that's the fourth quarter. So I wish you luck with that. If you enjoyed this episode, please drop me a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the like button on this episode. And I wish you nothing but success with your print-on-demand business. But for today, that's all I've got. And as always, be safe, be well, be creative. Bye for now.